Yeah, listen, let's just keep chatting, Lee. Great to see you, mate.
You too, mate.
Where you been?
I've been hiding.
Yeah.
No, I had a lot going off. Don't want to moan about it because there's always people in worse situations, so I never moan about it. But I had a few injuries. I was ready to fight tail end of last year, but couldn't quite get the right fight. And here we are, Sam Frank, done a deal with Queensberry. Excited to get back out there and doing what I love.
October 2023, I think, was your last fight. It will be what, a year and a half by the next time you get in the ring. Nerves, like what are you thinking about this?
I've done it since I was 12 years old, to be honest. If people are expecting me to be not as good, not as sharp, not quite on my level because I've had a bit of a break, they're going to be wrong, and then they're going to be back in the wrong horse.
So you've been a little bit in the boxing wilderness then, and I guess you've been just sort of watching with your face pressed up against the window, watching rivals like Warrington. I want to fight Warrington again. No, I'd like to fight Kakachi. No, they're just going to sort of fight each other, and you're just having to tweet about it on the night. That must be hard.
Yeah, well, I was at that fight, and before that fight got made, when I got a glimpse or rumour of that fight getting made, I was like, no, I'll fight Kakachi, I'll fight him. And my team was like, you've literally been injured, you're not even training yet. I'm like, no, I'll be ready, And we started talks, and my team was like, look, there's no way you're going to be ready. And realistically, I wouldn't have been ready. But I just wanted that opportunity so bad and wanted to get back out there so much. But thankfully, I've got a good team around me, and they knew that, injury-wise, that I wasn't ready. And now's the time.
How did you get through that period? Because that's not easy, right?
No, it was hard. I had loads going on from that year, but you just crack on. I'm always one that looks at a reason to do something instead of a reason not to. So I couldn't run with injury, so I was boxing. And my elbow, I couldn't box, so I was running. And then one time, my knee and my elbow, and I was stood on the spot, throwing one shot, one arm. I'll always do what I can do. I'm very dedicated to my craft. I'm very disciplined, and that's probably what's got me so far, and got me this longevity in this sport because of how I live.
You are also a tremendously stubborn man, is the sense that I get.
Yeah, if we say determined, it sounds a bit better than stubborn, I guess.
You hadn't like you got to about 30 years old, right? And you hadn't done an awful lot. I mean, it was a respectable career, but it feels like after 30.
Yeah, well, everyone says not, especially in football. But people say if you're not done it by 30, which I heard a lot, which revved me up even more. If you're not done it by 30. They're not going to do anything. And I heard rumours, my mate goes into pubs, they're all saying this about you. And it fires me up, it fuels me so much. Fight gets made, you won't beat him, he's too young. I think Reece Moore made a comment, and all his best days are behind him, and then and I flattened him, and then same with Colin. The comments get made, and I read things and I print screen them, I think, I save that in an album, and I look at it sometimes, I'll prove you wrong, and after the fight I'll come back to you. After the fight, I don't always go back to him, but it gets me through my camp and it fuels me up, it fires me up. So the age thing, yeah, I mean, look at Baturviev, look at all these fighters going on to a certain age. If you're not taking loads of ammo, which I don't spar a lot, which a lot of people don't know, I don't really spar a lot. But when my fight camp comes, I catch up and we work on specific things with specific sparring partners. But out of a camp, I do body sparring. I never head spar. So
never at all.
Not outside very, very rarely. Yeah. Maybe twice in a year if I'm not fighting. It's crazy.
Wow, so that adds to the longevity.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I love the idea of you screenshotting every bad comment that you're getting and saving it to a folder on your phone.
Just the good ones.
So, have you got some ahead of this Kakachi fight? Have people been writing you off? Have you done a few print screens?
Yeah, I think I've seen one. I think I don't want to come back to that one. Yeah, one person put way too far out of the ring for Lee. It's going to embarrass something. I thought, I like that one. I'm going to come back to that one. So, yeah, they just fuel me. And it gives me drive. So,
does the folder get deleted post-fight?
I think I've still got most of them. I've got some from way back for the Lara rematch. Oh, he's going to get hurt. He's going to get brain damage. Going straight back in there, and I've got them. When I flip back to them, I send them my mate. Remember this. But no, it's comical. But at the time when you're in the camp, it is fuel for me because I love proving people wrong. But also at the same time as well, I like proving people right because now I get a lot of love from my supporters. Got some loyal fans, and the ticket price haven't officially been announced yet. We've done thousands already. So
wow.
Yeah, thank you to you guys.
Why do they get behind you so much in Nottingham?
I think I'm just relatable. I'm just a normal lad. I went to a normal school with normal people. I socialise with normal people. I'm just Nothing. I'm no different. Yeah, I've been successful in my craft because I've been dedicated to it. But probably just relatable, and brothers and sisters got a normal job. Mum's got a normal job. Like everyone, my family, the area I come from, that's how it is. And I don't know. I'm just presuming it's like that. But go down to my local club, support my local football team. Just got a routine, I guess, and do normal things.
Man of the people.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
Well, you got Anthony Cacace, who's coming into the Lions' Den. He's coming into Leigh's Den. He's coming to the Nottingham Arena. That's quite a lot of pressure for him, right? Because they are all behind you there. What do you think the atmosphere is going to be like on the night?
It's a wolf pit. It is a wolf pit. I love fighting in Moon City so much. There's no feeling when I walk out to that crowd, to that McIntyre. It's unbelievable. It lifts you up. Like here's the man, and it's unbelievable. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the ring walk. He may be second as champion, but he'll hear that from the changing room without a shadow of a doubt.
Have you seen it have an effect on your opponent before?
I'm not too sure. I didn't really look at it like that. I mean, when I boxed Colin at the arena, he had a good support as well. It was probably 60-40, so he had really good support. But again, I walked second because I was champion. So I don't know. I don't really look like that. I don't look what it does to them. I look what it does to me.
Yeah.
It really fires me up, really picks me up. And even when you have good spells in the fight, you really get behind me. It's a roar, And when I hear that, I think, I want that again. I want that again. Without getting too reckless and staying composed to my game plan, it's an unbelievable feeling. So.
Who are you doing all this for?
Myself, I guess. Myself, I set out as a 12-year-old kid. I just fell in love with boxing. People say, "Oh, you've achieved way more than you should have." But I say, I want to achieve my maximum. And people say, "What, you're just going to keep boxing till you're B?" I'll keep boxing until I find my level. And I don't believe I found that yet.
Still looking.
I just want to achieve my maximum and keep winning. I don't know how many fights I got left. Just keep doing what I've always done. Keep approaching it the same way. But everyone has an expiry date, but it's not yet.
When do you think Anthony Cacace's expiry date is?
He'll have to answer that question for you. I can't answer that for him, but one thing for sure, I'm extremely confident of getting the job done on May 10th.
Well, he's had a tremendous year. Whilst you've been inactive, he's been very active. He's had the dream year. He's broken out, beat Cordina, beat Warrington, your old mate as well. What have you been thinking as you've been watching him?
No, he's had some very good wins. The Cordina win especially, unbelievable win. And he's looked good doing it. He looks strong and he's a full-fledged super featherweight. Props to him. That's what's going to make my victory even better, knowing how on form he is and how good he is and how established he is at that weight. There's no excuses from anyone because you always get them off me who wins, but I try not to look into it too much. But there's no excuses. He's been active. He's on fire. He's got stoppage wins. The weight's not a problem. All these things to get this victory now, it's whoa, we didn't expect that. So.
I've heard him say he's a bigger puncher than you in this fight.
Okay.
What do you think?
I don't think he's ever been hit by someone that hits as hard as me. But there's more than one way to win a fight. There's more than one way, but there's more things that go around the fight. But I know when I land, I think I've had 7 winning title fights, 7 winning 12-round title fights. And every single one that touched the canvas, every single one. So I don't think that's going to be any different on May 10th. But I know what I need to do. I know I need to approach the fight. We've been working on it for months. It may hit hard, but has his chin been tested? Has he picked himself off the floor? Has he been through that? Is he yet to show that yet? We'll see.
Why is it that you win then?
The same reason I've won all these fights, I've been a massive underdog since 2021 is my team. I'd never shy away from it. And they're one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world at what they do. They break it down for me, then we work on it, and they're meticulous and in the details. And people think, oh, it sounds like they're overcomplicating it, but they're actually not. They're simplifying it. We get our approach. I get my scouting report. We start working towards what we need to do to win the fight, and I've seen it. I'm working on it for months, and I'm extremely confident in getting it done.
You talk about your team. You've got a tremendous gym at the moment. So many great fighters in there, and around your weight, you've got young Royston Barney Smith, who I'm sure is keeping you on your toes a little bit as well.
Yeah, he's a really good fighter coming through. We've got so much talent in that gym. I've actually had a massive trip down from Manchester today and back to Manchester because I'm supporting my friend Pat McCormack, who's got a step up on Saturday night. So yeah, we've got so much talent in that gym, and it's down to Liam, Ben, and Barry. You know, it's such a niche way they do things. That's how we're getting these massive results where we're really big outsiders, especially for me, from people who didn't really expect me to win the British title and then to win world titles by knockout and defend it by knockout. And people were like, when you get another win, they're like, well, I'm not sure about the next fight. But before they would have said, hell no. Then when you keep getting a bit more, they start to not doubt you as much. But if you look at my last win and then ask them before I won the British title if I'd have won that fight, they'd have said no way. So.
Are you encouraging negative comments so that it will fuel you? I don't know if you want to send a message out to all the haters, keep it coming kind of thing, but it helps, right?
I'm not fussed. Some individuals will be how they be. Like, some people have their own things going off in life. They need to get it out and the negative that way. But whether it's love or whether it's comments I see that's going to fuel me, the way I get my job done. Like I said before, I'm so dedicated, I'm so disciplined. Regardless of all that, I get up to train. And if you want to send me a comment telling me I'm not going to do something, that's more fuel in the fire for me.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.